The opening scenes to Sweet Revenge are some of the most wonderful things that I've ever seen. They're quite shocking and very much in your face, and I don't really want to say much more than that. But I will say that the film started on a really great, engaging note, and it completely continued that way. This is the 1998 film. It's also known as Revengers Comedies. The DVD is called Sweet Revenge, and it's directed by Malcolm Mowbray, written by Alan Ayckbourn and Mowbray, and stars the fabulous Helena Bonham Carter alongside Sam Neill, who I do really like. This has a pretty fabulous cast, actually, to name just some others. Rupert Graves, Martin Clunes, Steve Coogan, Anita Dobson. Really wonderful cast. So even if the narrative wasn't that good, the cast would certainly allow itself to be carried quite well. But the plot is great, it sounds really interesting, and the execution is just so much fun. So the description from IMDb is as follows. Henry is about to jump off a bridge when he hears a cry for help. He helps Karen, who had also planned suicide. They're both on Tower Bridge, London, because somebody wronged them. Revenging each other gives them a reason to live. And I have to say that scene, it's that scene, that's the scene that I'm on about. I won't really say too much about what it looks like, but just HBC in that scene, it should be a serious moment. You know, we're talking about somebody who tried to commit suicide and failed. But it's a comedy, and it's done, it's not even so much dark humour, it's, you know, you can tell they're not making fun. It's just representative of this one character's mood and her mindset, and it's an eye-roll moment of irony. And I won't say any more than that, but it just amused me so much, and it's tastefully done, and that's the case throughout this. And basically these two individuals, Henry and Karen, Sam Neill and HBC, go about, as it said, they're revenging one another. They each meet the other person's inner circle, if you like, and they decide to do some very fascinating things. I won't say much more than that, to be honest. But they do try and destroy the lives, basically, of the individuals who led those two individuals to think about committing suicide. Again, it sounds like it could be depressing, but it's not. It's a comedy, bit of a romance. The narrative develops really well. It doesn't waste any time. It starts off where the action is, and it just continues from there. Karen is a character I particularly like. Not one of HBC's most well-known roles, but I think the attitude of that character in here is great. She really suits this role. And the same for Sam Neill, of course. On screen, they're both fantastic together. I love watching them act. And I can't fault this film. I wish more people knew about it. In terms of reviews, it's got just over 1,500 reviews and ratings on IMDb, which compared to a lot of films is not that many, but an average rating of 6.1, which is very good. I would give this maybe even a 7. I love this film. I think it's brilliant. I think the first time I watched it, I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. Certainly I loved that opening scene. But I've seen it, several times since, and I think it just gets better. The more I watch it, it just seems to become more and more enjoyable. If there's anything about this that appeals to you, the narrative, the cast, whatever, jump on it. Give it a watch. The DVD is... I would have got the DVD from eBay or Amazon. I can't remember. It's been a long time. But I'm not sure you could just kind of walk into HMV and get it. I mean, give it a go. But certainly it's not that hard to get online. Sweet Revenge or Revenger Comedies. It's brilliant fun. It's really good. It's very cleverly written, and I promise that you probably will want to watch it more than once. It is brilliant.